Look man, if you're tired of seeing all these young guys flexing their millions, traveling around the world to like Bora Bora with absolute tens, showing off their lavish lifestyle, buying Rollies, buying Pateks APs, and you're sitting there and you're wondering how do they do this? And more importantly, how can I make this a reality for myself? Well listen, I've generated over $5 million online, and in this video, I'm gonna show you how to become a part of the top 1% of men and become a rare breed of individual, an elite specimen that radiates excellence in all facets of your existence. Now, these are the exact secrets that all these successful young men in their 20s have used to get ahead of the competition and achieve extraordinary success. I want you to imagine yourself right now pulling in $10,000, $50,000, $100,000, even $1 million a month, becoming a multi-millionaire and able to live life on your own terms while everybody else out there is in awe and they're shocked at how you're able to achieve this life in such a short amount of time. Well, if you're ready to take your life to an entirely new level where you can become unrecognizable within the next 6 to 12 months, then this video is a must watch. Let's get started. Now, part one is the personal transformation, transcendence of being. The man you are today, right now, is not capable of becoming a millionaire, because if you were, you would already be a millionaire. Now, this is a harsh truth that every man must accept. And once you accept it, that's what's really gonna allow you to transcend yourself. And you must transform your inner being first, and that's gonna reflect into your outer world. The first thing you must do is create a compelling vision for yourself. Now, I want you to think of yourself right now, what are you optimizing for? And you understand that humans are goal-seeking mechanisms. If you do not have a clear goal that you're striving for, you will never reach it. Now, it must also fire you up inside and create this level of urgency that literally throws you into the fire to actually go out and do the work. Because look, most men right now are living boring, slow lives, and they have no drive or hunger. Now, you must starve yourself with this insatiable goal, this vision that you're creating for yourself, that you're working towards, but you've yet to obtain. Now, it is this exact pursuit, this conquest, that creates inspiration in men's hearts and minds, okay? Now, I remember when I was 19 years old, I was living in my dad's basement. I would sit on the edge of my bed and I would write a whole manuscript of the life I wanted to live. I would then close my eyes and I would feel my hands on this penthouse balcony in downtown Toronto, and I would smell the air. I would look around and I would see this vision in myself, and I would see myself making millions of dollars from this penthouse downtown Toronto. And I knew this is the life I wanted to create. I knew that I was gonna pull in 10, 20, 30, $50,000 a day, make millions of dollars. And this is the life and the man that I was becoming. I would bask in this overwhelming sensation that I'm in this new environment, seeing these expansive views, and I'd visualize myself just raking in millions of dollars and living the life how I wanted to live, how I envisioned it, how I wrote it down. And this vision is what fired me up every single day to go and change my situation and get out of my dad's basement. And then this actually became my reality. And within a few months, I was living downtown Toronto, I had my own penthouse, and I was making $10,000 to $20,000 a day, and I made my first $1 million moving into that environment. And that is one of the first key components as well, is for me as a young man, being 18, 19 years old, around all these loser friends, around family members that they didn't know what I was creating. They didn't know what was going on. I'd run upstairs and show my dad, look, I just made $5,000 today from one of my businesses. And he'd be like, what the hell, how did you do that, right? It was unfathomable for them, right? But I knew this is what I was creating in my own life. And when I finally made that transition and that transcendence to that penthouse, that was the environment I wanted to create. That is the overwhelming identity I wanted to step into. And that's what allowed me to step into it and actually change my life. But it all comes down to having a goal and a compelling vision. My whole vision, my whole goal was just to make enough money I could move out on my own and get into my own place. That was my whole vision, that was my whole goal. Once I did that, I had the next steps written. And so you must write your own destiny. You must write your own history. What life you want to live? What events or milestones can you build into your story right now? What are the next milestones in your story that you want to have pan out? You want to write your story for the next 1 to 5 years exactly how you want it to happen, because it will. And then visualize it and review it every single day, and then consciously put that into action every single day, pushing towards to achieve that next milestone in your life. Now, the second thing you must do is you must follow a consistent routine to make this an actual reality. Now, most men live chaotically. They live in the spur of the moment. They wake up and they think, what should I do? And then they make all of their decisions and emotions based off of how they feel. Now, routines bring order to chaos and they help you stay on the rails and actually do the work necessary. And winners follow routines. The most successful people in history, the people you refer to as GOATs online, they follow a specific daily regimen and a routine in which they adhere to. And champions are built on routine. And routines breed achievement. If you think you can just go with the flow or do what I want when I want, just know you'll be doing that at the cost of your goals. And achieving goals and big things in life requires deliberate planning and preparation, removal of distractions and temptations, discipline and consistent execution. And routines standardize excellence. Now, routines also systematize your behavior. So success is by doing the things that everybody else is unwilling to do day in and day out. And temptations, impulses, they're gonna try and pull you away and you won't feel like doing it. Friends and family will want you to go out, grab your attention. Girls will distract you. And you're gonna feel like you're missing out, right? This is where this FOMO comes in. You feel like you're missing out. Oh, I could be doing this, whatever. But I'll tell you this, routines cultivate and systematize the positive behavior necessary to achieve your goals and transform your life. And routines will also compound your confidence. So when you start to make a decision to do something and you commit to doing even the smallest action a day and complete it, you get over that barrier. No matter how long it takes or how small it is, you affirm to yourself not only that your confidence to begin this thing, but actually seeing it through to completion. Now, starting something and taking action on it and then completing it is an extremely empowering feeling, okay? And it gives you this sense of accomplishment and that you're moving forward and it's progressing. And this compounds over time and creates this positive feedback loop in building unshakable confidence in your ability to execute and actually get shit done. Now, there's so many different routines and things that you can do online. I'm sure you see monk mode and all this shit. But look, I recommend you keep it very simple. I recommend number one is sleep, right? Get your sleep on point. Go to bed by 10 p.m. every single night, turn your phone off, and get up at 5 or 6 in the morning. Make that a habit. Go to bed at the same time and wake up at the same time every single day. Second thing is work out first thing in the morning. So I like to do fasted cardio and I lift weights about 3 to 5 times a week. And I like to be in the gym. I like to be doing something every single day. So make it a habit and work out at the same time every day. And that's what's gonna build in that habit of going to the gym, working out, moving your body. Even when you don't feel like doing it, throw yourself in battle, throw yourself into the trenches and actually go and do it because you're gonna feel so much better. Even today, as we're recording this video, I didn't wanna go to the gym. I didn't even wanna record this video, but I did it regardless of how I felt. And number 3, after the gym, meditate for 20 minutes. Now, I know you're gonna sit there and you're thinking like, oh, meditation, like that's for like monks and all that shit. Look, simply just sit there in silence, close your eyes and visualize your life. You do not have to be a monk. You can use it as a visualization session, okay? Active meditation through visualization. All you gotta do is lay down in your bed. I usually lay horizontally instead of vertically, like I'm sleeping in the bed, I lay on it horizontally, and I sit there and I breathe, okay? I focus on this area of my mouth, or my nose, between my mouth and my nose, and I breathe, and I visualize what I want, and I remove all the thoughts that are coming to me that I don't want. I push them to the side, and I visualize and I see pictures and imagination of what I want to create, this life that I want to create. And so through meditation, you're gonna calm your mind. You're gonna give yourself this level where you can de-stress yourself, but also allow yourself to visualize and actively create and manifest, if you want to use manifest, the life that you actually want, okay? And so use the meditation session as a form of visualization to visualize your life and allow it to become real and feel the emotions while you're doing it. Then once you're done that, go straight into revenue generating activities. Now, if you do not have a business yet, we'll talk about that in a few minutes on how you can actually create and start one that's very profitable. But if you do, spend the first 2 hours of every single day going and prospecting for potential clients, promoting your business, making content, promoting, making sales. That's all you should be focused on every single day when you wake up and you hit your desk. First thing, do that first thing because it's gonna compound each day and you're gonna actually make more money over the long term. And then simply do the work, okay? Do the work that you need to do, again, regardless of how you feel, just get it done. And then plan your day the night before. So map out your entire routine, any projects, any time blocks, any client calls, sales calls that you have, map it out the night before so when you wake up, you know exactly what you need to do. You don't have to think, oh, what do I need to do today? You just know and you just go and execute. Now, this can be at the end of the day or throughout your day, but read at least 10 pages a day. It can be on Kindle, it can be a physical book, but it's a very simple habit that will allow you to read and consume more clean information that creates better outputs and better decisions and ultimately be able to feed your mind over the long term. And leaders are readers, okay? And so if you just literally commit to 10 pages a day, you'll be absolutely surprised how many books you can read over the course of a year. And delete social media off your phones. Become a producer, not a consumer. Everything that you need to access can be done through the web version, and for you to actually produce. You can use different tools to schedule posts. You can use different automation tools to actually prospect. You can use different advertising platforms to grow your business. You do not need to go on these platforms. And if you do go on the platforms, be a producer, not a consumer, and don't scroll, and give yourself time frames when you use it, because if you get sucked into it, you're gonna be just eradicating your productivity and your actual ability to execute if you feed into this shit on a daily basis. And lastly, men, I would say just cut out loser friends, okay? This is one of the best things I did, and I want you to go into quarantine. Now, I know that shit's over, but look, lock yourself in your office and join high value communities online. This is where I met all my millionaire friends that I hang out with now in real life. I met them all online and I became friends with them through online communities. And when you start to make more money, join in-person masterminds, okay? Those are some of the best for meeting high value people, because the actual barrier to entry is so high, because the entry point of investing into these masterminds are a higher price point. And so when you start to make some money, invest into that, invest into yourself, buy programs, go to events, go to masterminds, and start to cultivate a strong circle of absolute savages that you can keep in your ring. Now, part 2 is the financial and business transformation, okay? Now that you have this compelling vision, you have a strong daily routine, you cut out distractions, and now it's time to do the work necessary and actually start making some money. Now, making $10,000 to $100,000 a month is so simple in today's environment, it's actually stupid, okay? It's actually insane. Now, if you want to make money, you must have a solid business model, you must have systems, and you must exploit a traffic source to get customers, okay? Now, if you do not have a business, I recommend building a cash flowing service-based business. And I'll drop a link in the comments or in the description on a free course on how you can build a B2B lead generation agency and make 10 to 100K per month very simply. I give you what to offer, I give you the tools, the systems, how to deliver results, all that stuff, so check that out below. But whether you have a business or not, these fundamental principles are what are gonna take your income to new levels, okay? Now, you must use a leverage model and solve a problem for a specific segment of the market if you want to become extremely wealthy. Now, the amount of income and revenue and wealth that you generate is in direct proportion to the magnitude of the problems you're able to solve. Now, you must solve big problems, but you also must have the right business model. I've ran businesses with and without recurring revenue, and I would choose recurring revenue every fucking time.
I've been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every fucking time.
Now, Einstein said compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. And that is what recurring revenue is. So if you don't have a business that has recurring revenue, build that into your model today, okay? Now, you can build recurring revenue for any business. Again, if you already have a business, like for example, a software business with a SaaS product, you can charge a monthly recurring for that. You know, with an agency, you can have a done for you offer. An e-commerce business, you have a monthly subscription. Even with a coaching business, you can have a fixed time frame with a monthly or quarterly, annually renewals, so you can generate recurring revenue. Because the more money you can extract from the customer and the more value you provide to the customer, the more you'll make, the more profit you'll make, and the more you'll grow your business. And these businesses are very, very sellable, and you can have a high multiple because it's recurring revenue, and you know that revenue is consistent, you're still gonna generate cash flows, okay? Which is very, very desirable for investors looking into buying your business. But whatever you offer to your clients, trust me, build MRR, monthly recurring revenue, into the model, okay? Now, number 2 is you need systems in order to grow and escape being chained to your desk. Now, you need systems for 2 core areas. 1, client acquisition, and 2, client fulfillment. And you must build an assembly line of getting a customer, fulfilling on the result that they want, and actually having systems in the back end to retain and grow and upsell them into other services, okay? And the third thing is you must exploit a traffic source and a system for acquiring leads and customers. Now, you can go the organic route, which is with content on social media, kind of like what you're watching now. You can also go the outbound route with outbound prospecting and an outbound sales team, or you can go the paid advertising route with advertising, running ads online on social media, okay? But listen to this. You only need 1 core channel to make your first $1 million, okay? And you must commit to mastering 1 channel first before you go and do anything else. Because look, I made my first $1 million at 22 using just LinkedIn. okay? Then I layered on Facebook ads, then we layered on YouTube ads, the outbound sales team, all that stuff. Now, if you're listening to this and you're like, look, I don't have a business, I wanna run a business, well, I have 2 completely free courses, completely free, showing you if you have an existing business, how to generate leads and clients and actually grow that. And the other one is how to run a B2B lead generation agency. And if you're brand new, this is for you. And maybe you don't know what to sell, that's what you should sell. And I walk you through everything, essentially transfer these skills onto you, showing you everything I've learned over the past few years and how I've generated over $5 million online. I'm gonna give you that completely for free. So if you want access, just simply click the link in the description and you get both my courses, and I'll give you a 14-day trial to my Apex automation software, again, completely for free, okay? Because look, I've been in your shoes, I know what it's like to struggle, I know what it's like to work a shitty job, I know what it's like to work out of my dad's basement, grind for years before making any significant money online, okay? And this is simply my way of giving back. And I'll tell you this, I used to charge 6 to 10 grand for this. Most people charge 5 to 10K for this information. I'm gonna give it to you completely for free. And all I ask is that you use the software, you use the program, and you make money and change your life, okay? So click the link in the comments or the description section. And again, you'll get instant access to both courses. You also get a free trial to my software, and you can go use it to make money. Now, if you follow what I showed you in this video, there's no way you won't level up and become top 1% man in the next 6 to 12 months, okay? Now that's it for this video. Go ahead, check out this video next where I go into more details if you wanna learn how to make your first 100,000 a month online, or watch this video if you want more details on how to actually level up your mindset and become a top 1% man and ultimately become a savage and a rare breed of individual that had excellence in all facets of existence. So watch that video next, or watch the video or click the link in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.